Welcome back, readers, to our channel, The Wealth Mindset. We're diving into Atomic Habits, a book about making positive changes in your life. This book teaches us that even tiny changes can lead to huge improvements over time. It's like a snowball rolling down a hill. It starts small, but gets bigger and more powerful as it goes. Think about it. If you improve just 1% each day, imagine how much better you'll be in a year. That's the power of Atomic Habits. Small changes, remarkable results. James Clear, the author, shows us how to build good habits and break bad ones, step by tiny step. This book isn't about quick fixes. It's about building a better version of yourself, one good habit at a time. It's about understanding how habits work and using that knowledge to your advantage. Are you ready to unlock your potential? Let's get started. Have you ever heard the saying, Rome wasn't built in a day? It means that great things take time and consistent effort. This is especially true for habits. Just like money multiplies with compound interest, habits compound over time, creating huge impacts on our lives. Think of it like this. If you save a small amount of money each day, it might not seem like much at first, but over time, with interest, that small amount grows into a significant sum. Habits work the same way. Brushing your teeth every day might seem insignificant, but this small habit, compounded over time, leads to healthy teeth and a brighter smile. The opposite is also true. Bad habits, even if they seem small, can compound into negative consequences. That's why it's crucial to be aware of our habits, both good and bad, and understand their long-term effects. Remember, small changes, consistently applied, lead to significant results over time. Many people focus on setting goals, but James Clear suggests that focusing on systems is even more important. What's the difference? A goal is like a destination you want to reach, while a system is the set of daily actions that get you there. Imagine you want to go on a road trip to a beautiful beach. The beach is your goal. Your system is everything you need to get there. Planning the route, packing the car, driving each day, and making stops along the way. Focusing only on the goal, the beach, might make you miss out on enjoying the journey itself. Similarly, in life, it's important to enjoy the process of building good habits and not just obsess over the end goal. Systems help you build lasting habits and enjoy the journey of self-improvement. To change our habits, we need to understand how they work. James Clear explains this with the habit loop, which consists of 4 steps: cue, craving, response, and reward. 1. Cue. A cue triggers your brain to start a behavior. It could be a time of day, a location, or even an emotion. For example, seeing your running shoes, cue, might make you want to go for a run. 2. Craving. This is the desire you feel to perform the habit. You crave the reward that the habit will bring. For example, you crave the feeling of energy and accomplishment after a run. 3. Response. This is the actual habit you perform, which can be a thought or an action. In this case, it's putting on your shoes and going for a run. 4. Reward. This is the satisfying feeling you get after completing the habit, which reinforces the behavior. The reward could be the release of endorphins after the run, or the satisfaction of checking it off your to-do list. Understanding the habit loop helps us identify the triggers, cravings, and rewards that drive our habits. This knowledge is key to changing our behavior effectively. Section 5. Building better habits, making good easier. Now that we understand the habit loop, how do we use it to build better habits? The key is to make good habits obvious, attractive, easy, and satisfying. Make it obvious. Use visual cues to remind yourself of your desired habit. For example, put your running shoes by the door if you want to run in the morning. Make it attractive. Pair a habit you want to build with something you already enjoy. For example, listen to your favorite podcast while you run. Make it easy. Start with small, manageable steps. Instead of trying to run 5 miles, start with a 10-minute walk. Make it satisfying. Reward yourself after completing your habit. This could be a small treat, a sense of accomplishment, or anything that makes you feel good. By making good habits obvious, attractive, easy, and satisfying, we're more likely to stick with them and reap the benefits over time. Section 6. Breaking bad habits, making bad harder. Just as we can make good habits easier to adopt, we can make bad habits harder to perform. The key here is to make bad habits invisible, unattractive, difficult, and unsatisfying. Make it invisible. Remove cues that trigger your bad habit. For example, if you're trying to eat less junk food, hide the snacks out of sight or keep them out of the house altogether. Make it unattractive. Highlight the negative consequences of your bad habit. For example, remind yourself of the health problems associated with smoking if you're trying to quit. Make it difficult. Increase the steps involved in performing the bad habit. For example, if you're trying to reduce your social media time, log out of your accounts after each use. Make it unsatisfying. Make the bad habit less enjoyable. For example, use a website blocker to limit your access to time-wasting websites. By making bad habits invisible, unattractive, difficult, and unsatisfying, we reduce the likelihood of engaging in them, paving the way for positive change. Section 7. Habit stacking, linking new habits to old ones. Habit stacking is a powerful technique that leverages existing habits to build new ones. It's like creating a chain reaction of positive behavior. The idea is to identify an existing habit and then stack a new habit on top of it. For example, let's say you want to start meditating every morning. You already have a habit of brushing your teeth after waking up. You can stack the new habit of meditating after brushing your teeth. So your new routine becomes wake up, brush teeth, meditate. This technique works because you're anchoring the new habit to an existing one, making it easier to remember and execute. By stacking habits, you can gradually build a routine filled with positive behaviors that compound over time. Section 8. Scoring your habits. Tracking progress for success. Tracking your progress is crucial for staying motivated and ensuring you're moving in the right direction. James Clear suggests a simple yet effective method called habit scoring. The idea is to score your habits daily based on whether you perform them or not. You can use a simple system. +1 point if you successfully completed the habit. 0 points if you didn't engage in the habit that day. At the end of the week or month, you can review your scores to see how well you're sticking to your habits. This visual representation of your progress can be incredibly motivating and help you identify areas where you need to improve. Section 9. The Plateau of Latent Potential. Trusting the process. When building new habits, it's common to experience a plateau of latent potential. This is a period where you might not see immediate results despite your consistent efforts. It's like pushing a heavy rock uphill. It takes a lot of effort before it starts moving. The key is to trust the process and not get discouraged. Remember that habits compound over time, and even if you don't see immediate results, your efforts are creating an invisible foundation for future success. Just like a bamboo tree that takes years to grow above ground but then shoots up rapidly, our habits often work the same way. The key is to stay consistent, trust the process, and be patient. The results will come. Section 10. Conclusion. Your habits, your future. Atomic Habits teaches us that small changes, compounded over time, can lead to remarkable results. It's not about making drastic changes overnight, but about building a system of good habits that will shape our future selves. Remember, habits are the compound interest of self-improvement. The small choices we make each day, the habits we cultivate, determine the person we become. By focusing on building better habits, one step at a time, we can unlock our full potential and live more fulfilling lives. Your habits are your vote for the type of person you want to become. Choose wisely and watch yourself transform. In Section 11, Call to Action. Start small, dream big. Now that you've glimpsed the power of Atomic Habits, it's time to take action. Don't wait for the perfect moment. Start small, right now. Choose one habit you want to build or break and apply the principles you've learned. Remember, even small changes can lead to significant results over time. Be patient, be consistent, and trust the process. Your future self will thank you for it. Start small, dream big, and watch as your atomic habits transform your life.